Okay, so Black Mirror is one of my favorite TV shows by default. I love exploring the what ifs about society. What if we operated this different way? What would life be like? So here's one for you as it relates to hair loss. What if, instead of there being any sense of shame about losing your hair, about receding hairlines or diffuse thinning, and that making you less of a man, in your own mind, by the way, I keep telling you, you make a big deal about it. Other people are judging you all day long. What are they judging you on? Your achievements and your confidence. More than anything, as a man, that's what you're judged on. Your achievements, which has a lot to do with your education level, your ability to communicate, even your ability to entertain. That ultimately is going to determine what your achievements are, but also that you're confident in that, and at the same time that you're kind to other people too. No one wants to be around someone who's full of themselves, but people want to be around someone who's confident and they're impressed by actual achievements. So that's how we're judged as men, but most of us by default, oh no, but I'm losing my hair. I can't have all that other stuff if I don't have hair. And that's completely incorrect way of thinking. That's why you need to keep watching my videos until you finally get that. The day you accept that, stop watching my videos. Unsubscribe. There's no need to keep watching, because ultimately that's really what this comes down to. But what if, in an altered version of reality, I didn't have 3,000 subscribers who are here to hear me talk about hair loss 2 or 3 times a day? What if it was a trait of something to be respected as far as masculinity goes? If we looked at men's hairlines, and the less hair you had on your head, the better you were. If that's how we, just imagine that warped sense of the world that we can't relate to. But imagine if a guy like David Schwimmer, who has, can you even call it a Norwood 1? I mean, his hairline is so low, and isn't he like in his 50s now? Or Tony Danza, same thing. He's in his 60s. Anthony Bourdain, he's in his 60s. What if men like that were seen as far away as masculine and attractive as you can imagine? Okay, imagine if it was very unattractive to have a low forehead, a hairline. What if that were the case? And what if instead we placed a high attractive value on men that had less hair? The less hair you can have naturally, the more masculine you are. And what's funny is, in theory, that's actually kind of how it is. As we all know, if you have higher levels of testosterone, that's going to, if you have a sensitivity to DHT, then that's going to make you more susceptible to hair loss. So it actually is that way in some regards, that the most masculine men tend to have more aggressive hair loss, and they tend to have more hair all over their bodies. That's how it actually kind of works, but we don't see it that way. And that's ironic, isn't it? You'd think if you can physically tell a man has more testosterone, then wouldn't that be more attractive? But no, in our way, we're thinking no. Any recession is bad. Oh no, Nick should really worry about his hairline. Oh no, he's going to be a failure in life because he's starting to lose his hair. Oh man. But imagine if at age 20 you were Norwood 5, and we all agreed that was something to admire. What if we did that? And the younger, the balder, the more masculine. But we don't do that. Again, it's lost on society, because most of society, they're judging you on the 2 things I already told you about, your achievements and your confidence level. But we put so much value on the wrong thing. And I think perhaps I'm living in that altered state of reality. I get it. I know it. I know things that other people don't know. One of the best things I know is that I get to control my own emotions. Can you just please imagine this? Please imagine this. I'm driving down the road. Someone thinks I cut them off, or I'm driving too slow. They speed up. They flip me off. They honk the horn. And what happens to Nick Show when that happens? I just keep driving. I don't care. But what if, okay, what if someone I care about, someone close to me, I'm telling them this story that's really important to me. I'm telling them how I feel. And they're like, and then they just go on and do something else. And they just kind of brush me off. I was like sharing, I was pouring my heart out with them, and they just kind of brush me off. That kind of hurt my feelings, doesn't it? No, because I'm Nick Shell. I control my own emotions. I am the master of puppets pulling my strings. People don't pull my strings. I pull my own strings. Other people don't get to make that decision for me. See, that's one of the reasons you like me. See, there's a difference between IQ and EQ. IQ is your intelligence level. That basically determines, are you going to be smart enough to be an engineer or a doctor? That's not something I have a lot of. What I do have a lot of, more than most people, EQ, your emotional intelligence. Because that, and there's a book called Emotional Intelligence 2.0, which actually talks about people who are more emotionally intelligent tend to actually make more money than people who have a really high IQ. And that's what's funny, is you can actually alter your EQ, your emotional intelligence level, but you can't really do much about your IQ. Okay, like I always say then, focus on the thing that you can actually control. You can control whether other people affect your emotions. You can control whether you choose to believe that people judge you on your achievements and your confidence level, like I keep saying, or you can continue the default. Oh, but Nick, I'm not attractive. People won't think I'm good looking, and girls won't like me if I don't have hair because I'm in my 20s, and you don't understand it because you're mid 30s, so you can't understand. Exactly. Maybe I don't need to understand. Maybe you need to understand what I'm saying. Maybe what I'm saying is countercultural. Maybe there's a reason 3,000 people subscribe to a channel that has this kind of teaching, this kind of brainwashing. Maybe there's something to that. So I say, join me in the alternate reality. Join me in a world where a man can know in his own mind he's not being judged on his hair. He's being judged on his achievements and his confidence level. And like I've said before, does it matter whether you're actually confident or you're faking it? No, it doesn't matter. If you pretend that you're confident, people don't know the difference. And that's part of what makes a good leader. As men, that's another thing that people find to be respectful about is when we're good leaders. Part of being a good leader is being decisive and moving forward with a plan. Even if you're not totally sure of it, people will follow that. People follow passion. People follow confidence. Join me in the alternate reality. Join me on the other side.